Hello, guys. It's Transformative Thursdays. I need you to pick a card. Where is the transformation happening in your life? The first card is going to be what's ending. The second card is what's beginning. And the third card is going to be how to embrace the change. And then I'm throwing in a fourth card for a bonus. It will be an oracle card for you. So let's get going, guys. Hello, my darlings. It is Transformational Thursday. I'm in such a good mood. So anyway, for this reading, it's going to be a transformative Thursday reading. I want you to pick a card. There's 4 decks. Choose any of the decks that speak to you, that calls out to you, whatever. And we are going to see where is the transformation happening in your life. Okay? So the first card, I just want to make sure my mic is on. The first card is going to be what's ending. The second card is going to be what's beginning. And the third card is how to embrace the change. And because I love you guys so much, I'm throwing in the fourth card, which is an oracle card. All right, so let's get into this reading. Pile 1, here we go. And you guys have, this is funny. This tarot deck, I think it's one of the first tarot decks that I bought. I love it. Like, it's a little dark and morbid for most people, but I think the artwork is incredible. So yeah, I hope you like it too. So let's go through the cards. So the first card that I pulled for what's ending, let's see what we have here. All right, we have the King of Wands. Look how beautiful this card is. So the King of Wands is a leader, like a natural born leader. Very fiery energy. So if this is what's leaving, either a person like this is leaving your life, but I think what is ending is your sense of dominance, always having to be in control and leading the way and guiding. I think it's time for you to let go and let God. I think it's I think you need to let go of the control. So that's what's ending. You don't always need to be in control, lead the way. And it's also ego driven too. So I think you're letting go of your need for self-control. I'm sorry, not self-control, but of control, of controlling situations, life. You don't need to anymore. So that's good. That's what's ending. Such a beautiful card. And you might have children, and maybe some are going back to school. You did a good job. I feel as though you don't need to be so much in control of things. Just let things be, let things happen on their own. You've done a good job of guiding or teaching or leading the way. Now that you've led the way, you can relax. So that cycle of control and dominance and okay, I don't know what happened while I was recording. But anyway, so King of Wands, you are letting go of your need of controlling everything, or overworking or just being so domineering. You don't need, that's ending. And I think for some people, you might have children, and either not like you're done raising them, but you've done a good job, and You don't need to be so controlling anymore. Like, let things just happen on their own without trying to control the outcome or the situation. Everything is good. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else. So, card two, what's beginning? The world. Wait, no, it's not the world. I'm sorry. Okay, Six of Swords. I don't know why, whenever I look at this card, it reminds me of the world card. But look at this imagery. It's so beautiful. So, what's beginning? You are moving, baby. You're moving on. I love it. I love it. So, this is telling me you're either traveling abroad or you're leaving a bad situation, which is amazing. And you are moving on to better waters. I feel like you're either traveling or you're moving. That's what's beginning. A full moon can be significant. Maybe this will happen, or maybe this will happen during the eclipse. Because this is the number six. I think the full moon is on this. I think the eclipse, excuse me, put something in my eye. All right. I think there's an eclipse occurring. Something in my eye. Whatever. I think there's an eclipse occurring. Hold on, something in my eye. Jesus. I think it's a piece of hair. Anyway. I believe there's a solar eclipse happening September 6th. Anyway, I think that's going to be significant. That might be when things start to move, like when you're literally moving or traveling. But you are ready. You are in motion. You're ready to go. Good. And the third card is how to embrace change. Okay. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. So, how to embrace this is to know that you have done an amazing job. You've worked your butt off. You've done what you need to do. And now it's time for you just to kind of relax. You know, you got the King of Wands, you have the Six of Swords, and then now you have the Nine of Wands. Lots of movement, lots of movement energy, mental energy, but I feel as though you're tired. But now you can rest. And how to embrace this is to know that you have done a good job. You're almost there. You're almost at completion. Nine is almost 10. And you know what's crazy? Is after everything you've been through, you still have your spark. You still have that fire, that passion. So, how to embrace this change or how to embrace what is, yeah, to embrace this change is knowing that you are moving from one situation to a bad situation, I think, to a much better situation. So I think it it will it will be good for you to take some time for yourself, to just relax and to just heal and protect yourself because you have a lot of good things in store. Let's see your oracle card. The Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. See, this is so synchronistic. Okay, the King of Wands, and then we have the Drifter. And I was saying to you, the King of Wands is always in control, always leading the way, always overworking, always doing blah blah blah. It's that fire energy, you know, that passion, that drive. You know, you don't always need to be, you don't always need to be in control to feel like life is like life is how do I say this? You don't always need to feel in control of everything to know that everything is okay in your life. Sometimes it's okay to just to like relax and just see what comes. Like this card, the Drifter. Okay, experiencing life as it comes, and this card is the number 14. 4 plus 1 is 5. Change. It 5 means a lot, but I feel like it's for you. It's change, getting away from conflict, that energy, and you're drifting into paradise. All right, so let's read the definition. All right, so Drifter, what lights you up? Didn't I tell you about your light? All right. What lights you up? Experiencing life as it comes, seeking the essence but not knowing the form. The Drifter invites you to step out of your to-do list. I love this. I love when everything just. All right. The Drifter invites you to step out of your to-do list in your ordinary routine, to feel the breeze against your skin, calling you to follow the wind and explore life's opportunities. When the Drifter appears, it's a sign that it's time to cut the mooring lines, holding you to the dock. It's not important to know the destination before you set sail. It will become clear. Where is it? Okay. As you leave port, do not wait for a map, as there are none to where you are destined to go. But be sure that you do have a compass to keep you true. Yours is your pure love and your intention to be free, even of your own beliefs and preconceptions. Few appreciate the energy of the Drifter. Here you might not seem to be doing anything worthwhile or meeting someone else's expectations, but you are the only one who understands that others are running full out on the hamster wheel and getting nowhere. Your laziness is an unappreciated virtue. You know that life will find you and bring you everything you require without your having to search for it, by simply being instead of frantically doing. What did I say? Okay. Even as you let your mind wander, releasing it to go on a daily walkabout, call it back home, regularly to deliver news from the cosmos. The Drifter helps you find what you are looking for, even when you didn't think you were seeking anything. So all is going to come to you when it's supposed to. You don't need to do anything, and I think that's an important message, because I think a lot of people in this life feel as though they need to work, they need to be doing something, and if you're not doing anything, that means nothing's happening. But that's not true. Things are always in motion, even if you can't see it. So I want to add though too. I think there was a locket though too, so that's really synchronistic. They're really close. This is my grandma's locket, so it's very special. So with the King of Wands, you can also be leaving a person that has these King of Wands traits behind. Maybe it's a person you have kids with, and you're leaving that situation go. Maybe you had to be in control. Maybe you had to yeah. Maybe you had to be in control and had to overwork and had to lead the way, because you had no help. So now you're good. You're leaving this behind, this energy, and baby, you're moving. Did you see this? It's going. It's going. So know that you have done a good job. Embrace yourself. Heal. Go for a walk. Meditate. Be go 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 take a walk in nature. Hell, plant something. Nurture it. Nurture yourself. All right. And I think everything is going as planned. You got the Drifter, which, as you can see, the boat in the middle. What I tell you, you're moving, Bam. You're moving on. You could be traveling somewhere else, but what you're leaving behind no longer serves you, and you're moving into an amazing new beginning. So good luck. And we're gonna move on to pile two. All right, my lovely pile two. All right, you chose the rose quartz or this deck. I don't really use this deck so much. Every little thing you do is magic. It's a cool deck, but it's a little different from the traditional Rider Waite. So there's that. Anyway, let's see what's going on for Transformative Thursday. All right, so for the first card, let's see. The Elder Pentacles. So the Elder Pentacles is the King of Pentacles. So if this is in the placement of what's ending is the King of Pentacles has everything. Like they have all the material success. They're very responsible. They're normally an earth sign. You know, they're very disciplined. Did I say grounded? And I feel as though the King of Pentacles is traditional. They go by the rules and how they're supposed to do everything. And they're very successful. So I think what's ending is maybe you being so materialistic. But it's end of I think it's the end of being so grounded and maybe rigid. Because the King of Pentacles has everything. So I think what's ending is your need to go by the book and be like so perfect all the time. I think that's ending because you have everything. Now there's other ways of there are other ways of being and doing things. So now that you have like all this success or 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 doing things such in a traditional way, you're now free to do things outside the box. You don't have to be so rigid, so grounded, and yeah, because this gives me very much Capricorn energy, like just very disciplined and cookie cutter. You're moving this. That's you're getting out of that. Let's see what else. All right, what's beginning? The High Priestess. Okay, and so this kind of correlates with what I was saying. The High Priestess is very intuitive, like very psychic, very aware. So I think what's beginning is you starting to use your intuition, your gut, your trusting yourself. Giving me mystic vibes. So maybe what's beginning for you is maybe you're tapping into because normally you're grounded. So maybe you're tapping into your intuition and your the occult, and you are looking within instead of like superficial reasons. Like the King of Pentacles to me is like it can be superficial. With all the wealth and abundance, that's great. But now this is the High Priestess is calling you to look inwards. There's more to life than what you see. It's really what you don't see, what's hidden beneath the surface. So I think that's what's happening. What's beginning is you are you're going within more, trusting your intuition and the higher power. I think for many of you, you are wanting to deepen your your inner wisdom, your inner knowing. So that's wonderful. Tapping in to yourself, going within. Love it. All right. And how to embrace this change. So the Eight of Cups reversed. I'll show it to you, not reversed. So whenever I think of the Eight of Cups, it's like you're bored. Like, or is that, maybe I'm confusing it. What I get from the Eight of Cups, oops, one moment, let's continue. I had to change this song. Anyway, so the Eight of Cups, whenever I think of the Eight of Cups, it's like sad, but this card, this is a different deck, so it's different. But you it's the same meaning. So the Eight of Cups is telling you to pretty much walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. Like move on from things that are no longer needs to be in your life. It's a little it's kind of a sad card though because you're walking away, but and it's how do I put it? It's a very sad card, but it's also a card of power, for me, because you've done all you can. So when you've done all you can, what do? You got to walk away. Sometimes you have to walk away from things, things that you've tried so hard to accomplish and you just keep getting nowhere, or or you just need to get out of a certain situation that just it doesn't that's not aligned in your life for you. Don't feel like you need to stay in situations that don't make you happy. So I think what the cards are pretty much saying is now that you have reached, success, or you have, pretty much what you want. You've reached a pinnacle, because this is the King of Pentacles. So you achieved a certain status and you worked so hard to get to where you are and to have what you have. So now that you have it, it's time to go within. It's time to look at things from a different perspective instead of with your nose to the ground. Okay. And how you embrace all this is walking away from things that you don't care about, that doesn't make you happy, brings you down. I can go on and on. And for your oracle card, we have the Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. This is really weird. Let's see what it says. But yeah, I don't know if this group is stagnant. I think it's time for you to look at things in a different way and to do things from a non-traditional way. That you're used to doing things a certain way, and now it's time to do things from another way. There's multiple ways of doing things. Okay. So let's see what the Shaman Oracle deck has to say. I love this deck. All right. 15. 6. 6 is, what does that mean? It's the yin. It means harmony, love, and marriage. And you can also be a perfectionist. And I could see that from this group. It's probably hard for you to go outside, like to to color from outside the lines. I color outside. Actually, why am I lying? I don't like coloring outside the lines. Like there's lines for a reason. But if you get what I'm saying, it's time to get messy, do things differently. You don't have to, color within the lines, color outside the lines and see what happens, see what you get. Okay? All right, let's move on. I don't want these videos to be so long. So you guys complain. I don't know why. When the reading's about you, listen, be grateful. It's complimentary. Okay? This is from me to you. It's my gift. I keep forgetting. Hi, guys. Anyway, so Dust Devil, embrace the chaos. What was I just saying? Well, at least I think I said it. Anyway, embrace the chaos, trust in the process, moving out of stagnation. All right. So the presence of the Dust Devil causes a ruckus. Some people are afraid of his chaotic nature, believing that he comes to intentionally stir things up. The truth is, you can't expect this dream alley to behave, to bring niceness to the clean. His power is in the mess he creates as he calls for you to engage in the full cyclone of life. He represents two aspects to you now: the winds in your outer life appearing to throw you off course, where you assume the world is coming at or happening to you, and the winds that churn inside you, with the dust devil arising from your dreamscape to help you escape your invisible chains, shackling you to a barren desert. Stop asking for things to be perfect. I just said you guys could be a perfectionist. Yeah. Awkward, messy, conflicted, exuberant, and wild is how you shift. Yes, yes, yes. Shift, baby, shift. Anyway, trust this process. The dust devil knows what you need when you need it. Once things settle, you will see the gleaming jewels awaiting your discovery, the wisdom awaiting integration. So it's time to get messy. Okay, Mr. Okay, King of Pentacles or Elder of Pentacles. It's time for you, pile two, to get out of your get out of the box that you created and knock it down. Okay, be messy. Do things different. The only way you're going to shift out of your own situation is being uncomfortable, is doing things that yeah, get comfortable and being uncomfortable. I say that to everyone because once you embrace things that make you so uncomfortable, then you're good. Life is not about being comfortable and doing things when it's time and when you're ready, because then nothing will ever happen. If we wait for the right time, now. The time is now. I don't give a damn. Okay? If there's a fire in your apartment or your house, are you going to like wait for the fire truck to come and look for water or try to extinguish the fire yourself? Hell no. Get your shit and go. Like, what are we doing? Go. You'll figure it out later. Or don't, or if you think you have like say for example, a fire happens and you have this perfect plan of exiting, like, you have an exit plan in case this happens, but your exit plan burned. You gotta shift, you gotta move on. Sometimes things happen when you least expect it. And that's what life is all about. All right, pal two? That's all I have. Love you. Let's go on pile three. Pile three, amethyst. I have small boobs, so I can literally do this and not worry about any spillage. What's wrong with me? Anyway, guys, welcome to Siobhan's life. Anyway, so if you chose the amethyst, pile three, or this tarot deck, the Light Seers tarot deck, then this is your reading. So we are going to see what transformation is happening in your life. Let me close this. Sorry, I have like decks everywhere. Tarot decks everywhere. All right, so for what's ending, I pulled, let's see, Nine of Wands. Shove it, shove it. I'm just vibing today. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling amazing. So, yeah. All right, so Nine of Wands. What's ending? What's ending is you needing to be defensive and just, this is over. The struggle, the being responsible for things. But I think it's just, I think it's, you don't have to be defensive anymore. You don't have to struggle anymore. You see this right over here? You see this little gate? She can walk over that gate, step right over it. I know, and it's funny. She's come a long way. She's been through a lot, but through it all, you have stood your ground, and you haven't lost your spark, which is amazing. Your passion. You know where you're going, and you're headed right there, and you're done being defensive and struggling. All of that is ending. It's time for you to move forward. So that is ending. Your need to being defensive or defending yourself, those days are done. Those days are over. Mostly struggle. You don't need to do things alone anymore. The sun's going to be shining on you very soon. All right, for card two. And I haven't looked at any of the cards, so it's just a surprise as it is to you. What's beginning? Knight of Pentacles. What's beginning is you're receiving an offer. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, but it's stable. So I think you're attracting someone who has money and is very stable. I think that's what is it? What's beginning? Yeah. After struggling, your knight is coming. Your Knight of Pentacles. Your money man. Yeah. You're gonna receive an offer. A stable, grounded offer. Let's see more of this. And this is from my person from a different culture, for sure. This person's walking towards you. He's coming. He's got his horse too. Okay, I don't want to read too much into this. I'll be here all day. But yep, this person's coming. And this is stability. This person's going to help you with stability, like building a legacy or creating a stable foundation. Let's see. Guys, do you know what this is? The Lovers. Okay? What did I just say? The Knight of Pentacles? The Lovers. You have love. This could be soulmate, or this could be a decision, a choice, a very big choice. I think it's love. Someone's coming after struggling and being so defensive and fighting, literally. Well, I wouldn't say fighting, but from defending your ground and for all your hard work, for everything that you have done. You have this Knight of Pentacles that's coming in. This seems like a soulmate. This seems like soulmate energy. And like I said, the person's a different culture. Look, you got a black guy and you have a white woman or someone. whatever color she is. But this is amazing. You have a very intense love coming. Oh, wait. How to embrace the change. Well, I really think this is a love reading. I think you have love coming in. So how do you embrace it is when love comes, you're ready for it. Love yourself. You can't love anyone until you love yourself first. So I think that's first and for I think that's first. The first thing you need to take care of is love yourself. You're leaving behind struggle and having to protect yourself to someone coming in, a Knight of Pentacles with stability. Someone's going to offer you this, whether it's, I think it could be someone new or it could be someone from the past. Thinking it could be someone new. It's someone new, but it could be someone in the past. But I'm leaning on new energy. So practice self love, practice self care. Just love yourself. Know your self worth and embrace this love when it comes to you. And let's see your oracle. This is really great. You are going to be embraced by a new guy, a new man. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, this is happening. It's going to be a whirlwind. You're not going to expect it. 47, Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Guys, I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm telling you. Look at this. So maybe it's a reconciliation with someone. If you had enough, and now you have someone new coming in. Let's look at this card again. It's beautiful. All right, let's see what it says. 47. And 47 is it when you add it 7 plus 4, it's 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. Union. This is a divine union that's coming. All right, guys. And for some of you, it could be a business. It doesn't have to be love, but I'm thinking it's love. For some of you, it can be a business offer for sure. All right, let's see. Great reading. So Skybridge. Excuse me. All right, possibility for union. What needs to be connected or disconnected? You stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there is no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. I love it. Yep, bye. Bye to the past. You have to act soon, though, or you have to act soon, though, or you run the risk of being stuck at the edge of the cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities. But you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you are allowed a breath or two before the leap. So take a bit of time to yourself, get away from a day or two of contemplation, or even just, I'm sorry, or even for just a few minutes. Walk to clear your head, muster your courage, so that you may cross the sky bridge. You better cross that bridge when it comes. Run, and you will. Sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes and let the universe take care of the details. You need only hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. I love it. I love it. So you are leaving the struggles and the defensiveness and all of that to stability. I believe it's love or a financial opportunity, but it's still invite. You, the lovers could be a soulmate energy. It can mean a union with the love of your life, but it also can mean a choice, a very significant choice that you need to make. The Sky Bridge, you make that choice, and it better be a resounding yes, because there is nothing for you anymore. You're almost there, baby. Who the hell is walking backwards when you're leaving the situation? Who the hell goes backwards? Go forward. He's coming towards you, or this financial opportunity is coming towards you. Okay. Love you guys. Love you, pile four. I mean, what is this? Pile three. Yep. So moving on to pile four. Maybe there's a message for you in pile four. I don't know. All right, bye. I'm just jamming out over here. Anyway, so pile four. If you chose the Miss Cleo tarot deck, I don't use this deck as much. I love it though. Or you chose the Black Tourmaline, this is for you. Pile four. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Oh, let me do, I forgot. I have to pull one card. I didn't do the Oracle. I guess I'll do it while I'm talking to you guys. Forgot. All right, anyway. So, okay. For what's ending, I pulled the Fool. I think this is self explanatory. What's ending is you being foolish, making foolish, you know, leaping before you actually think. You need to think before you leap. So I think, you what's ending is you just being is you making stupid mistakes or being foolish and not looking before you leap, just making impulsive decisions. So that's good. Bye. Say bye to being the fool. Bye bye. Okay. What's wrong with me? All right. Number two is what's beginning. Knight of Staffs. So Knight of Staffs is the Knight of Wands. I love it. So the Knight of Staffs, what this means to me is you're moving. It's funny from lack of direction, no direction, to actually moving with purpose. Yeah, like you know where you want to go. So what's beginning is you making purposeful moves, and you have a certain direction where you want to go, and you're going to make more sound decisions instead of just leaping wherever you're, just leaping before you think about anything. You're going to start thinking about things and moving in the right direction. You know exactly where you want to go, and you are going to, like this boat, sail in the direction, move the staff in the direction of where your purpose is or where you're supposed to go. So I like that. All right. The third, how to embrace the change. So we got the Emperor reverse. This is the Emperor card. So the Emperor is in control. So if this is reversed, the Fool, the Knight of Staffs, never. If this is a reverse, what you need to embrace is your need to force things and to control things of like the outcome. Let things be. You don't need to force what is. What's yours. You're just gonna create more problems. Yeah, what you do need to do is embrace being the emperor in a sense. After making foolish mistakes, you now know where you want to go and you have a purpose, a drive, a will to move forward. And you are. It's funny, look at the water and the emperor. You see the water is flowing like where the emperor is. Let things flow. Like stop trying to be in control of everything and know that you're in charge without having to force your will upon things. Let's see your oracle. Now I'm gonna do it with you guys because I forgot to shuffle this. All right, so for pile four, my spirit team, what message do you have for our lovely pile four? Two more. What do you want them to know? What's your message for pile four, spirit? Give me one card. What's your message for pile four? Oh, oh, I got two. Nope. Give me only one card, spirit. Just one card. One card, please. For pile four. What message do you have for pile four? What message do you have for pile four? What message do you have for pile four? What message do you have for pile four, spirit? One card. What message do you have for pile four? Perfect. Dances on one foot, balancing act. The illustrations are so pretty. Number 9. All right. Lucky number 9. All right, let's see. Oops. All right, hold on. Freaking commercial. Jesus. All right, number 9. Balancing act, resourcefulness, saying yes to life. Okay, I think this goes. When dances on one foot shows up, you're called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation. Before you No matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems, if you're putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you are missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it's going to be up in the air. It's not that you are doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's you are confusing readiness with preparation. You will never ever be fully prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief if I only had more. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you are losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. I like that. Say yes to life, and you are, with the Knight of Staffs. Now, don't force things, okay? Let things be. You don't need to be in control of everything. And I know that's so difficult. Trust me, because I'm type A. I need to know everything. I need to be in charge of everything. And it's like ridiculous. I've learned through time and through lessons to sometimes let go and let God. And most of the times when you let go, you get the best result than holding on and trying to manipulate and figure this out and overthinking this. So you know that, like, stop. It's okay to be prepared, but you don't need to be so prepared. It's like me starting this channel of psychic reading. I've always been a psychic. I've always done readings for my friends, and now, like, I didn't make a plan of I need to do this for content. I need to have this for this day. Hell no! I just literally just record a video, and then from there, I'm getting better and better at it, and then I'm gradually like creating a content calendar, getting more structured, but I'm still having fun with it. I'm doing what I want. I'm living my life in my truth and having fun with it. I'm not controlling every essence of it, you know? There's no fun when you control everything. Like, have fun. All right? So that's your reading. Pile 4. I love you guys. Comment below and tell me which one you chose, how things are going, and whatever else. I love you guys. And that's it for transformative or transformational Thursdays. All right. I love you.